Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon whenever you are watching this. Today I will show you 10 junglers you should consider one-tricking in Season 14. The list order is random, so I don't consider the first champion to be much better than the last one. If you wish to get better at the jungle, then join my Discord server for free and paid coaching sessions as well. The link is in the video description. I will release more coaching videos and video reviewing in the near future, but until then feel free to ask any questions you have, and the video I made in the past and the concepts I talk about still apply. Why should you want trick a champion in the first place, you may ask? Well, the answer is simple, and this applies to more than 95% of you. If you're below diamond, the easiest way to climb and improve, not just as a jungler but as a player in general, is by becoming a one-trick pony. If you look at challenger players or even at pro players, they used to be one-trick, or they still are one-trick even after they reach challenger. Look at your favorite streamers. I'm sure they are all known for one champion. Even if they play more than one champion right now, they will still have way more games on that one champion they main. The first champion on my list will be Belvad. This champion has been obnoxious since her release. Her kit is perfect for solo queue. She has mobility, great damage, tankiness with her E, and has good clear. People in high elo play this champ like a maniac, ganking all the time, invading and being annoying, but you don't have to do the same. Look to sequence your camps to get to your level 6 spike on grubs. Get your ult and make a smart play on the map. Learn how to move in and out of fights. Use those cues to get the reset, and if you play smart you will snowball so hard you will end most of your games before 25 minutes. It doesn't matter if it's a ganking or farming meta, the best players will make this champion work. Once you learn how much damage you can deal and how much damage you can take, I'm sure you will have a lot of fun playing this champ. If you wish to be even more annoying, then probably Kayn is your best pick, and he's my second champion on this list. He has excellent clear speed and has two forms, which makes him fit in pretty much every team comp, and he can deal with any type of enemy comp. You picked a lot of squishy champions, he will go blue Kayn and will enjoy his Dark Aura stacks one-tapping your whole team. You might think you are safe against him if you play a lot of tanks, but you are wrong. He will go red Kayn and deal bonus damage based on your max health with Q while building pen items like Black Cleaver. He's a perfect jungler overall and has everything a jungler ever needs. You just have to learn to survive those first 8 to 10 minutes till you get your orbs and become a champion. But what if you don't enjoy Kayn and still want to play an assassin jungler in season 14? Then the perfect champion for you will be Kha'Zix. He has great mobility, just like Kayn has great objective control with that isolated Q damage, and don't forget about the little AD carries pushing side waves alone. That extra damage will be handy and really fun to use against them. The difference between an average and a good Kha'Zix is massive. Understanding how to teamfight with this champion is really hard because you are relatively squishy even if you go with a Conqueror rune setup. Understand the priority target, which isn't always the enemy AD carry. Once you master the bug, you will have a lot of fun, and even though I will not include Rengar on this list, the things I mentioned earlier are true for him as well. I think Kha'Zix is a better one because Rengar requires way more learning and the skill ceiling is not there compared to Kha'Zix. At number 4 we have my favorite champion, who is none other than Graves. He's pretty good in both skirmishes and extended fights thanks to his blend of durability and burst damage. His A passive helps him be annoying and really tanky against AD heavy teams, making him a perfect pick if the enemy team mostly has AD champions. You can go more bruiser items on him or go full lethality, but crit works as well. If you love invade, he is your pick. If you love farming, he is a good pick for that as well. He doesn't have the best ganks, but for overextended laners, he does the job. I would call him the jack of all trades. He isn't excellent at anything, but can do everything, making him a versatile and great champion for one trick. If you want to learn more about the best runes and items for this champion, then check out the video in the top right corner. Also, don't forget to subscribe because you will see mostly Graves related content on this channel. If I talk about Graves, I have to talk about Kindred as well, and why I think she is an amazing one-trick champion despite her items being slightly nerfed in the previous patch. Kindred excels in skirmishes and can influence the game early with strong ganks and counter jungling. She is a fantastic one-trick champion due to her unique and high-impact playstyle in the jungle. As a marksman, Kindred offers a rare blend of range, damage and mobility, allowing them to kite enemies effectively while dishing out consistent damage. Their passive, Mark of the Kindred, adds a strategic layer to gameplay, rewarding map awareness and aggression with scaling power. Kindred's high skill ceiling and the need for precise decision making make them a rewarding champion to one trick, offering continuous improvement and the ability to carry games through both individual skill and strategic play. My second most played jungler in this season after Graves is none other than Lydia. She is an excellent one trick champion, particularly for those who enjoy a mix of mobility, damage damage and crowd control in the jungle. In a meta where people play a lot of AD champions and AP pick like Lilia is needed. She is a consistent threat in the extended fights thanks to her passive, and she is really annoying to face thanks to her high movement speed, especially when you are hitting targets with your Q. You are a massive threat in team fights, which you can single-handedly decide with a well-timed ult. Your scaling is amazing, and thanks to your kit and itemization you can deal with tanks, but you can easily deal with assassin thanks to items like Frozen Heart or Abyssal Mask as well. The next champion is Hecarim, and he does the same thing that Lydia does. They both have excellent skirmish power, really fast jungle clear, and pretty solid scaling. One-tracking Hecarim allows players to master his high-speed playstyle and aggressive engages, which can quickly turn the tide of a game. His ability to initiate fights and chase down opponents make him a constant threat on the map. Hecarim is a strong one-trick champion choice, especially for players who enjoy high mobility and aggressive snowballing playstyle. His passive converts bonus movement speed into attack damage, allowing him to hit hard by zooming around the map. Hecarim's fast clear and powerful ganks make him a threat, able to pressure lanes and secure objectives effectively. Viego's high skill ceiling and unique gameplay makes him a rewarding champion to one-trick, offering endless opportunities for creative plays and game-changing moments that can turn even the toughest games in your favor. He's definitely one of the hardest champions on this list, and it's not simply because of his kit. The reaction time and knowledge you need for this champ, since you can possess anyone from the enemy team, is insanely high. It requires a lot of time to master, but you will get greatly rewarded for it. This unique mechanic makes Viego incredibly versatile, capable of turning team fights by using the strength of fallen enemies against their own team. Is there a fed opponent on an enemy team? No problem, kill the guy with your team and then kill their whole team using that fed person's champion and item. My second last pick will be Fiddlesticks. I know you don't see this champion that often, but trust me, that doesn't mean he's not an amazing choice in pretty much every season, not just in season 14. Once you master half the abuse fog of 4, you will be a constant threat to the enemy team. People struggle with vision in the lower ranks, which makes Fiddle an amazing choice. You don't have to overcomplicate your gameplay, just look to farm, practice and learn your first clear, don't force ganks and get your level 6 spike and play around your ultimate cooldown. It doesn't matter if your teammates are behind, if you can stay consistently ahead, you will be able to fight with your team and have them win the fights most of the time. Just look to fight in small skirmishes and team fights. Even though you can 1v1 champions when you are ahead, that's not your main strength. The last champion on this list will be Udyr, because in a farming meta where sequencing is needed and fast clear speed is needed, is one of the best. You might not have as good ganks as Hecarim, but your kit and builds are even more obnoxious than his. Udyr is one of those champions. If you let him farm, and he is good at jungle tracking and getting as much resources as he can, he will have 10 CS per minute and will take over games. If you want great success on Udyr, you won't force ganks. What you will do instead is force the enemy jungler to make some bad decisions after you stole their whole jungle. Then they will try to invade you because they are frustrated and they will find no camps, just you, so you kill them. Once you learn which ability to max with each build, you will have an amazing time playing this champ. His kit might not be the hardest, but the mind game you can play with the enemy jungler is definitely something advanced, which is really rewarding. That's it for today, guys. This was my top 10 junglers you should one trick in season 14. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you did. Thank you so much for watching, and leave it down in the comments which jungler you would add to this list. If you want to replace someone, let me know.